man. All right.
All right.
That was so fast. Welcome to Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
I am Rex.
This is a gift from Magnificent Bastard, Dave Woodruff.
Dave Woodruff, you magnificent bastard.
This is Moylan's. This is from like halfway between San Francisco and Santa Rita in Petaluma,
Moylan's.
California. This is a single malt.
Jeez.
Trying to follow all the, all barley. Starts in oak barrels, but then it's moved and finished in orange brandy barrels.
Orange brandy barrels.
What is brandy made from orange?
Brandy
but you can't. That's grapes. Maybe it's like orange muscat grapes.
I don't know.
So that makes it
I've
orange
never
brandy?
had orange brandy barrels. We shall see.
Ooh, that smells very
This is
bright and citrusy, almost beer-esque.
Is this, what country did you say?
This is San Francisco.
This does not come across as American.
This is Stillwater Spirits.
Okay.
This smells more beer forward to me because of all the fruity, bright, zesty notes in it.
Beery and Irish. It comes across to me as that that creamy sweet note, and then this beery.
They're using two-row barley and wheat. So this is a barley wheat mash bill.
I like the nose because I like Irish, I like beer, I like the creaminess, but it comes across as a little bit bright on the nose.
This is a little interesting. This is going to be a weird thing when you end up with rules for single malt.
Yeah.
But this says 100% malt, and that's accurate, but that's because I'm guessing that the wheat is also malted. So they're using the term malt to refer to the grain is malted.
Yeah.
That's a little
barley
sideways.
That's true. You don't necessarily
assume.
Yeah, you don't necessarily.
I'm guessing.
You're not limited to just malting barley. You can malt wheat too.
58.7%.
Oh no,
Are you getting that slight rubber glove note?
Real quick, I would not have guessed 50%.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, and this is pretty early in the day. I would have noticed a super high proof on the nose.
This, me, is like orange scented sunscreen at a public swimming pool.
So, a tiny bit of not natural orange for me.
Yeah.
Tiny, and it may be because I'm projecting because of the orange name, but there's like a dreamsicle.
Yeah.
You know those orange dreamsicles?
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's the creamy quality, and then there's it's like a sweet, almost a candy orangey note, but it's not dominating. I like it though.
There's that phenolic note though that's sort of hovering around in the back that makes it almost industrial.
Okay, there's an effervescence. It smells like it could almost be fizzy, like a light bubble.
Oh, that tastes more like orange finished beer. Like it tastes zesty and carbonated.
Ooh, wow,
that's very orange. That's almost dessert.
There's a flash of nuttiness. This shifted gears multiple times.
Yeah.
About 3/4 of the way through, it gives me the nuttiness, but right after that burst of, that sweet.
I'm gonna need to put some water in this and see what happens with all those oils.
What's interesting is there may not actually be real oranges involved. Is that true?
I don't actually know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the laws are regarding brandy TTB designations.
I don't know. It may be the name, but I'm definitely getting that citrusy vibe.
Well, you've got apple brandy, so maybe it is orange-based brandy.
I don't know. Did you get the nuttiness, though?
Oh, if I had my phone, I'd look it up.
The nuttiness? Mm-hmm. You look it up with your mouth.
No, I was talking about the orange brandy. With a little water added.
There's an oily quality to this. Very oily.
Oh, with the water added, it gets even more orange candy.
Peel. Mm-hmm. There's some
even
orange
more.
peel. There's some, very that citrusy note. That flash of nuttiness. There's that creamy quality. If you like those types of notes, if you like creaminess, orange, and then there's a little bit of nuttiness, which was a surprise, but that pretty quickly gets washed away by... Oh, no, it doesn't. That's one of the last notes. I was about to say it gets washed away by just a sweet, citrusy quality, but then that's one of the last standing notes hanging on for dear life, a little bit of a nuttiness.
So that's what I thought. Everything classified as orange brandy is actually like an orange liqueur, like Grand Marnier or Cointreau, which is like a cognac or a brandy, and then with things added to it to make it more orange flavored. So if that's true, and then they do age them, like, so if that's true, this is actually a dessert finish, not just brandy finish.
You know, the orange citrusy note almost crosses into the territory of an herbal note.
That's why I feel like I'm getting hops. Because
Almost.
I'm getting the herbalness of hops.
Almost.
Yeah.
I get exactly
But it's not bitter.
I know. I get exactly what you're talking about. Basically, that very first half note before you get that hoppy character in like a beer or something that was, hopped in a whiskey. That very first half step towards hops, that's showing up, that kind of herbal quality, but it never delivers full on hops.
It is.
There's not hops involved. But yeah, man, that is interesting. I like how unique and different.
Very unique.
Almost weird, but I still like it. But you got to be into like the orange and the cream and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
you got to be dessert ready.
Yeah, good on them for doing interesting stuff. Yeah. Did I mention yeah?
I'm hungry.
You didn't eat?
Haven't eaten today.
I would have totally not brought you something.
That's true.
I would have.
Yeah, if I'd asked.
But it would have been funny.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been. And you would have waited till right before we shot, even if it was ready 2 hours ago, and you would have brought it in here as a gift, so the whole room smelled like Chick-fil-A.
You want to piss off Daniel?
And it would have been like the kids' meal or something, with like a milk carton.
You want to piss off Daniel? It's like, hey, Daniel, here's a whiskey and a bag of food.
Ugh. I can't even drink whiskey with my food at my house. I'll save the whiskey for when all the meal is done.
I got a pairing episode planned coming up on the Tribe channel.
Okay.
Should you not be involved?
Well, what are you pairing it with?
Dude, like amazing steaks.
Oh. Okay, so here's the thing. Yes, I would love to, but I'm going to feel terrible after that.
I've always
discovered
feel
that
terrible.
Red meat, one bite. I'll eat one bite of the barbecue when we bring it in.
One second.
And then I feel like 2 days.
Are you tagging out?
I don't want to.
Are you tagging out?
Who are you tagging in?
That's neither here nor there. Once you tag out, you've relinquished all and any claims of presence and authority and input.
On the fancy steak episode?
Yeah.
If you need me to do it, I'll take one for the team. But red meat really f***s with me. Okay. Yeah. Then maybe tag me out.
Okay.
I haven't had steak in a long time.
You want to talk more about your tum tum?
Let's read some comments.
Dear Daniel, what's going on with your tum tum?
My tum tum.
The people want to know.
Yeah.
I am argument guy.
Okay. That's the okay.
Right at home on the internet. What is your thought on decanters and decorative bottles?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Love them.
Yeah.
But I use it for budget whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't put the fancy whiskey in the decanter.
Yeah.
You put the budget whiskey so you don't care what happens to it.
Yeah. Had my housewarming party this past Saturday and was gifted 2 bottles of bourbon as well as a beautiful decanter and glass set for my friends. It's currently holding about half a bottle of the monkey shoulder.
Perfect.
I started to wonder if it may not have been the best thing to move the whiskey out of its original bottle. What's the tribe's thoughts on this? If it seals well, you're fine.
Yeah, but really you've got about a month. Even in a real decanter that seals well, you got like month to 6 months.
Right.
Because I've had like 2-month-old in mine. I have really fancy decanters.
Right.
But still about 2 months in, you're like, that's a little
So sometimes
sideways.
a decanter can just be like a really fancy bottle
Then it seals better.
that you emptied, but you took the label off and you can put anything you want in there, like Japanese bottles or something.
Those
really
will
nice
seal
ones.
better than a crystal decanter. Actually, maybe not. As long as you don't. Anyway.
Depends on how well it's
budget
made.
whiskey in it.
The Green Goblin 13. What is the best Compass Box whiskey in your opinion and why?
Oh. So, my favorite, if I had to go to, Flaming Heart.
Okay.
Because it's peaty without being aggressive.
Yeah.
It's got rich subtlety. It's closer to the direction of something like a Black Heart.
Okay. So I'm a sucker for the Peat Monster.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
And that's a classic one and easily accessible.
Yeah.
Flaming Heart isn't.
And I will admit, probably full on 50% of my enjoyment is the label.
Oh, the labels are beautiful. Stranger and Stranger.
Like if I had to, I could probably point to a few other peaty whiskeys that I enjoy better. Beautiful. It's a really nice one. But the label, though.
The label.
Stranger
and Stranger.
Yeah.
So expensive.
Yeah. Like, you can, I won't name the price.
Yeah, but good God.
Would you rather have an employee?
All right.
Or
yeah,
us just
exactly.
sketch something
yeah,
on a
would
napkin?
rather have Peter come join us for work or one label.
I think for a lot of people, this could be an acquired taste. You have to enjoy those
Very
types of
much.
notes. But if you enjoy the types of notes we described, you could really enjoy how interesting and unique an angle this is on whiskey.
This is exploratory, but wouldn't be my go-to standard stable.
I could definitely find myself in the mood depending on what I'm pairing with it. How do you not pair with...
I'll drink other things like wine or something like that with food, but whiskey, I just kind of like to have it on its own.
You do realize you're becoming not an old man, an old lady. You're becoming an old lady. Here.
How?
This is what I'm gonna kick you some of my illicit South American pills.
Oh, so I can
We'll
be
both walk around with
more
these
testosterone.
constant hard-ons.
Jeez, that's all we need.
Both of us are kind of stuck back here.
Chafing. It's chafing.
Give me room. All right, here's dividing, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, I fight for a
You
friend.
steal me, you steal your lovers.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.